Good morning, folks, and welcome to 503 Neighborhood Hood News, where facts matter, unless, of course, it pertains to our staff. My name is Paul Knowles Jr., and I am your Neighborhood Hood reporter. I'm broadcasting today from the Mexican border. Due to the diligence of Snake, who's in charge of the Hood Intelligence Agency, he thought it would be a good idea to get people to take a look at the border wall. It wasn't easy, but we're here. But the one thing I did want to say is the wall is everything the president said it would be. It's a beautiful wall. Deadeye, can you pan around a little bit? It's a beautiful wall. It's a strong wall. It's an amazing wall. It's a wall guaranteed to keep the country safe. And that's what we're talking about, the wall. So anyway, on a more serious note, I wanted to thank everyone for their feedback on our broadcast day before yesterday. It was the most powerful and the most shared broadcast that we've ever had. There were 15 shares. That means that we did something right, and we want to continue to do the right thing. So with your feedback, we can get there. I know I've been tough on the voting drive. It's late, but it's not never. I wanted to make a few points. Yesterday, I was impressed with all of the feedback and all of the people on Facebook that were engaged in the Kavanaugh hearings. The privileged prep kid that was a member of a country club that apparently kept a calendar of his entire summer that the incident took place. It was terrible for the young woman, but I wanted you to take a look back at the people in that room that were making the decision and fighting tooth and nail to get this guy on the Supreme Court. They're old guys, old women that don't really care about you millennials. They don't care about your children. They don't care about your parents' Social Security. They don't care about your health care. And they definitely don't care about your children's health care. They want you to continue to work in this country for $8.50, $10 an hour, maybe $15. They call that lucky, but you still can't make it. You cannot make it on $15 an hour in America. It is our duty to vote these people out. These 90-year-old men that have been in Congress for 50 years, making decisions on my life, your life, everything that has to do with this country. Education, food sources, job safety, safety of your children. I could go on and on. As long as we sit on the sidelines and watch, things will never change. You have the power in your vote. It is the most important thing that you could do to turn things around. If you want to earn a wage in this country to put food on the table for your family, you need to get out and vote. If you want your mother to have her Social Security, you need to get out and vote. If you want your parents to have their health care that they worked 40 years for and could possibly get ill and end up homeless on the street, you need to get out and vote. True story. I have two granddaughters that live here in the area. Not here in the area, not on the Mexican border. They're farther up north. One of them plays basketball. This is just a little shot about the school system and the supply system. I went to my daughter's, she's 10, She wanted to play basketball, so I went to practice to support, give her a ride home. And I walked in the gym, and the most shocking thing I seen was the way to determine who was on which team. One of the teams in the gym was wearing hazardous crime tape. That's how they determined which team the children were on. And that's beyond belief in this country, but that's where we're at. So these old guys in there that started in the Senate, Congress 40 years ago, went in 200,000, 300,000. Some of them were lawyers. A lot of them were lawyers making decent money. But they come out multi-millionaires because their vote is paid for. Women need to get in the game and protect your health care. You young women out there that have children, you want them to be safe, you want the judicial system to change, you have to get in and you have to vote. That is the only opportunity we have. In order to create an economic infrastructure in the community, we must support the businesses that are in the community. The small guy, Elevated Coffee, Smitty's Fresh Roasted Coffee, the salons, the cannabis stores. I wanted to especially bring in Robin Horsley. Robin, you have more friends and associates than anyone I know. I am pleading with you the day that I make the call to get your friends involved, to come up to Geneva's and register, to go anywhere and register. But Robin, we need your vote. We need your friends' votes. We need your family's votes. Your daughter is an attorney. Her life is affected by your vote, even though she's an attorney. You want people out? We can do it. Education, after-school programs, health care, which no one should work 40 years and end up homeless. So let's get in the game. It's a tipping point. We're there. We may be. I hope we're not too late, but we may be. And that's scary. There is an actual Nazi in the White House writing the president's speeches. Stephen Miller, white nationalist, Nazi, whatever you want to call him. And they're not, just because you're white, if you're listening to this, doesn't mean that you'll get a pass. This is about rich and poor, about two classes. You know what I mean? So with that, we all are in this fishbowl together, and if my water gets dirty and muddy and slimy, so does yours. Don't think that you're immune, because it won't happen. So, trade schools, everything, unions, everything is on the line here, people. It's more serious than it's ever been. The way that they're running this economy, giving away all this money to the top 1%, there will be no trickle down. Understand that. It's not going to happen. That's the oldest thing and oldest trick and lie that they have put on people, working class people, forever. And this idea that you're not one of them, and because you're not one of them, life is going to get better for you. It's not so. Look at all of the people that don't look like me, that go to work every day, that have the same struggles that I do. Same struggles that I do, same struggles that my family does. It's imperative that we turn this thing around. These old men care nothing about us. They only care about stuffing their coffers and holding on to the power to decide how you are able to move forward in this country. So, 503 Neighborhood News will stay in the fight. I would like everyone out there that has a business, a consulting company, you're a counselor, your whatever you do professionally. I would like for you to hit our page with the name of your business and some contact information so that we can get it out. These are little things that we can do, but spend some energy and spend some time this week for the future of your children and the future of your grandchildren. I'm not one for being on the system your entire life, waiting on a check every month. There's a way out. If you vote, you can get in, because these people right now that are in power, they don't want your child to have WIC. They don't want your child to have breakfast at school, lunch at school. They don't want your child to have an education. So let's do it. Let's do it together. This is a clarion call for us to take this country back and make it what it can be for every human being that lives in it. Okay? Get these old guys out. They don't care. So this is Paul Knowles Jr. from 503 Neighborhood News, broadcasting from the Mexican border behind this fine wall that was built by this country to keep us safe. So I'm going to sign off. Deadeye, you can take me out. And Snake, thanks for the opportunity of getting us down here. And once again, it's 503 Neighborhood Hood News, the voice of the people. I'm signing off. Headed to a Mariners game. Enjoy your day.